Hi, welcome to Tackle Tarts. We're at Tanner's again. James should be here quite soon. We're first time out using Slayer Bates' boilies, and hopefully they'll be doing the goods. We've got triple S on both rods. It's a really nice boilie, and I'm sure when James gets here we'll show you what we've got from them. And they proper stink as well. Really fishy, sort of meaty smell. So got both rods out. One of them's on a stick, which is really oily, full of glug and stuff. And the other one is on a stringer, and the stick actually dipped in the glug as well, so it's really, really oily. Right, so I'll get on with trying to catch some fish, and hopefully I'll get one before James gets here. Yeah, so we'll see you later either when James gets here or if I get one. Right, see you later. There we are. First one on the Slayer Bates Triple S. Oh, I'm sure it'll be a first of many. But this one on the new rig, well, a different rig, I've not showed you it before. And it's quite simple, but it's devastating. I had this one right in the middle of the bottom, went, whoa, that was a good one. Just jumped right over the right hand rod. Right, I'll get slipping back and I'll show you the rig. There he is. Second fish. I was just about to show you the rig on from what I caught the first one on, and my right hand rod rode off, or just in probably this fish that crashed out actually. Looks like it's been spawning, and I think they've either finished or finishing. Another one just crashed out there. Because on the other side, I'll just show you. Just on the side of its head, it's got like a fresh mark. You can see that just on the gill on its head. But what a cracking fish, cracking colours on it. It's pretty awesome. Right, looks like the Triple S is doing the business. So I'll get both rods back out. Well, I'll get this one back out that I caught this fish on, and then I'll show you that rig. Right, I'll pop him back. Doesn't feel very big there.
Do they ever feel big on here?
They're having a battle up there.
You could fish that line now, I reckon.
Oh. That was tiny, that.
And that came on my ears popping out again.
Need to get it back out. I thought I'd show you this rig, since it's got a lull in the action. It's a pear lead on the end, like a flat pear. I think it's 2.5 ounces. Helicopter sleeve, leg core, it's about 5.5 foot, I think. A bead on some shrink tube to keep it sort of semi-fixed, but as soon as a fish picks it up, it'll sort of pull it off like that, and then it'll go over the top if you end up having a snap. But then the new bit is the hook link part. That's a total fluorocarbon rig, if you can see it. You'll probably be able to make out the 2 blobs of putty on it. And then there's a size 8 curve shank, and the line exits that at such a really aggressive angle. And then the bait, I've got a 15mm Triple S hardened hook bait that's been glugged. You could buy them from them. and on the hair's actually made of braid with a bit of silicone on the hook, and that gives free movement in the carp's mouth. And if I just show you on my hand how this flips round.
Let me just get up.
Get up.
There we go.
Right, and if you watch, you pull it tight, every time that hook wants to turn into my hand. Even if I just lie it down like that, other way around, it'll still turn. It turns it every time. And it's a proper mint rig. And that fish that I had on it was nailed, so it was never coming out. And on this, I put a stick, which I'll chuck on now. I've got a silicone sleeve over a quick link there, and a perfection loop knot in the end, which is my favourite loop ever. It's amazing. But, chuck that in my mouth. Right. And then I've got a stick here, it's only tiny. And then
It stinks.
but it stinks, yeah. It's 50/50 oily ground bait with crushed up Xtr-a, and then, but when I put that ground bait in, the ground bait wasn't red. It was like brown. And then, but since I did that, I put some Xtr-a glug in, which is bright red, and I'll dip the whole lot in that in a minute. But all I'm doing here is just using the scissors just to make a bigger hole for this to go through, because otherwise it'll have you putty sliding all over the place when you're trying to pull it through. It's not playing ball. That's your rod? Yeah. Ah! I know, I seen it. It was all up in the air. I'll get the net for you.
Got right, another one caught on there, Xtr-a. This time a 16mm, just to the far margin, and a few like different sizes, like 18 and 16 spread around it. And I can't even get two rods in the water, so it's looking good.
Right, there you are. The sticks are on now after James's fish. We got disturbed by. As you can see, the hook's pulled in the end so that the hair can't tangle. Gotta run. Reckon I should hit that?
Yep. Oh,
God's sake, can we not get disturbed? 2 minutes.
I think I might sit on your seat.
Will you?
Yep. What's this one on the stick again?
Bring us the net. Slide it forward.
There.
Just recast that.
I've even got my chair set up.
I'll just recast it with a stringer and put about 10, 14 minnows around it.
It's better than my one.
Same sort of colour. Look him out, there he is. Stunning little mirror on Xtr-a to the far margin. I think I might get another stringer and put bait back out there. See if we can get any more. And hopefully not interrupted while I'm doing this stick.
That's twice.
That's twice now. Right, without further ado, I am going to dip this stick in here and cast it out. That's a Xtr-a plug in there. It's really deep red, you'll see once I pull it out. This. I'll just knock that off and then cast it in.
Whack it.
Right, I thought I'd talk you through the baits that we're using now. We're with Slayer Baits now, and proper nice chaps that run the company, Paul and Tristan, and they've sorted us out some bait for using in this session and for future sessions. These are the xtr-a mix. It's the most popular. It's to me it smells like dynamite, spicy shrimp and prawn, which used to kill on here, and it proper stinks. It's not super soft, but you can like crush it between your fingers. The frozen baits, these ones, so you have to keep them in a freezer. But inside there you've got all sorts of lovely little particles that keep the carp sustained and water feed on it for longer. And then the packaging, you can see it says xtr-a, and then it's got tuna, tiger nut, and then specials. The specials mean that what they can do is they can roll whatever mix you want. Really, you can just tell them what you want in it, and they'll roll it for you, which is a good service. And they also roll in, I think it's 12 to 22 mil. You can have them. These are 14s. I know James has got some 16s and some 18s with him. I've got some 18s and some 16s at home, and I've brought a few 16s, but not many. You get deals on bulk buying. I think it's £8 a kilo, but then if you buy 5, it's 35, and then if you buy 10, it's 65. And they have other things to complement the bottom baits. Just though they have the glug, which is just in this white bottle here. You've seen that when I've dipped my stick in eventually, they're all in fish, but yeah, it's like bright red, same colour as boilers. They've got the pop-ups, which are pretty much the same colour. Pop-ups are always slightly different in some way to them. You get a little thing of glug in there if you want it. I'm not using them at the moment because I don't like glug hanging all over my hands when I'm trying to tie a pop-up on or something. But if I wanted to put glug on them, I'd just dip them in that glug what I've got there. There's that, and then they do these hook baits, which are in a little bit of glug that's like just covering them. They've been soaking for a long time in there from the looks of things. They're really dark and proper smell. There's some dumbbells in there and round ones, so you can choose whichever one you want. They're called the hardened hook baits sort of thing. I think, and they're £5. Same as the pop-ups, £5, which is really reasonable considering that like the mainline pop-ups are £7.20 now, which is like a ridiculous amount of money. And then in there I've just got my stick mix in that little bucket there, which I've made. We're not too sure whether they make ground bait, but I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. But got plenty of stuff from them, and we think. What the hell was that?
Someone just died.
Someone just died, yeah. Right, and so and it's been doing really well. I've had 3 and lost 1. James has had 1. So yeah, no, I just make sure I say that James had 1. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be getting some fish on it, and I'll be taking it down to the Linear Complex for my birthday, which is in about this month. But it'll be my birthday's at the end of this month, 26th. But we'll be going the first week of June. And going down there, doing a bit of fishing, text, and while we're down there, should hopefully bag a few fish, because Tristan was saying how that xtr-a was ripped up Linear when they went down with it, and they caught loads. So hopefully I'll be doing the same, and it's catching quite a few on here. And the carp in here are quite picky sometimes on boilies. There's some that they don't like, some that they do like, and they obviously like this, so it must be pretty good. So we'll see if we can catch some more. I don't think it'll be too long. That'd be better. Nearly fell in.
Stony.
Yeah, I know, it's because all the water's down, isn't it?
No way. That's still like an hour now.
Yeah.
Because I spread the boiling.
It's like tangled in your line.
Oh.
It's like tiny.
No way. Right, we've had another one on the left hand road. This one to the middle, and chucked about 20 of the baits round, 18s and 16s, and I had this little one on there, an 18.
trying to do? Fall over?
An 18, and hopefully be a few more to come.
I've got another fish on the stick that's been dipped in the xtr-a squawk with the...
I can't pick up the net. And it feels a bit better.
It feels a bit better, I've got to admit. Come straight in and it's just going around the surface.
Most of them do that here though, don't they?
Yeah, it's a decent.
Yeah, it looks like it. Right, do you want to grab this beast? Because I is a man with a heavy heart. There we go.
This is on that fluorocarbon rig I was showing you as well, with the stick on it, as I said. Right, I'll go for it.
I think that might have been some dodgy filming.
Bit of dodgy filming, isn't that always like what you have?
Yeah, I was shaking. I was like,
Nice comment that.
oh yeah, that might be. That's gonna be a double.
That's a good fish. Is it that 17? It's not that same fish, is it?
But think Dave had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like it, didn't it? I've had it 20.
It's the 17. And that's going.
Oh, it's not in.
Prick.
Come on.
Come on, you idiot.
Got it.
That's just, I think that might be it.
Maybe it is. I had this on a hardened hook bait, as you saw, and as you can see, I was talking about that rig and how it's flips. Look at how nailed that fish is. Right there. Just awesome. Right, we'll pop this hook out and weigh him.
So it's just spawned out?
Yeah, 15-1.
It looks bigger though, doesn't it?
That's probably what, it's probably empty.
Yeah.
It feels big.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So I'll lift him up.
Still good though, isn't it? Like, never comes out.
It doesn't.
Which one goes? Yeah. Oh, what a beast. First time out on xtr-a. Absolutely sick.
Turning out to be a cracking session with this with the new bait. Stunning fish.
Never comes out.
I think just think of a name for this one, you reckon? It's either going to be Lumpy the Common or Swirly Tail Common. You see its tail, it's all swirly.
What? Look there. Lovely looking
What a
fish.
cracking fish.
Do some photos.
Oh yeah. I'll just show you the other side quick. Oh.
It's a beauty that.
Cracking fish.
Absolutely cracking.
Oh, he's got a pop eye on this side as well. He's got all sorts of names, this guy. Right, we'll get some pictures done and then we'll pop her back. Pretty sure it's a her because last time out it was £17 and that was a couple of weeks ago. And we think they've been spawning, so if it is a female, and which it most likely is if it's lost weight, you're Roger's bleed. Right, we'll get some pictures done and we'll pop her back. Right, here we are, putting him back. Hardly ever caught, and he's going back and probably won't be caught again for another year unless he's having a bit of a weird spell.
I'm sure it's just the bait.
I'm sure it is. That water's actually not that bad, you know.
What is it? What, quite warm?
Yeah. Probably explains why they've been spawning.
The football's on.
Twisted peck. He goes. Oh, he splashed me!
Nice.
Cheers, man. Oh, lady. Whatever it was. I don't know.
I need to get my rods back.
I'm wet now.
I think it was worth it.
Sunny.
Yeah.
August.
And the football.
Rods back out.
Right.
Right, we put the common back, and just while we were sorting that fish out, James had a run, and he had one as well. But we just slipped that one straight back so we could get on filming with the common. And so that fish is back. Put the left rod back out on a stick and dipped it in the glug and everything. And now I've changed my ratting rod over to it's the margin rig with the inline lead there, bit of lead core, and then bit of braid, and a size 8 curve shank, triple S pop-up that's had like a bit shaven off the top so it just sinks, and a number 1 shot below. And then you see there's PVA tape tied around the hair, and that's to stop it tangling. If you're using KDs, you pretty much need that on all the time unless you're pulling the hook into the bottom of a stick, because otherwise it's going to wrap round and it won't work properly. So make sure you tie up your hairs if you've got KDs, or if you're just using like a standard knotless knot and it's coming out the back of the knotless knot there, make sure you tie it, because otherwise it'll wrap round and then it won't work. So that's going to go in, but then I've got in the crusher, I've got some triple S in there. It's about, I don't know, maybe 11, 12.
Munch it.
Go like that, and then they're in pieces. Saves doing it for about 15 minutes, like you would be doing if you're doing single boilers. But right, I'll take this. Oh, we'll go into that tree there, just right off the edge of that tree, and I'll drop it in. We'll go and do that.
When I dropped mine, I had to chop mine up single because I lost my crusher.
Yeah.
Right.
You lose everything straight away. Right, we're just going to drop this in. Should be just about right.
What's that, about 5 foot?
Yeah. Right, just take a photo of that. And then it should be the triple S. So I don't know why, but there's always sticks in the crusher. It must be what they put in it. I don't know what makes it. Stick quite a few of them in.
Fish on. Yeah, I need the net.
What have you got to say?
Triple S.
Enough for a little one. Andy seems to be catching the big ones, and me the small one. But I will still catch him, and hopefully with some more. Hopefully Andy's margin will be going. So a little bit of a bigger one again.
Can't even get 2 rods in the water.
Should we hope it's a dub?
Yeah, I don't think it is. It might. It looks like a half decent size. Whoa! That geologic reel's going 10 to the dozen.
Oh yeah, I've not told him about this, have I?
No. Yeah, James's reel broke. I can't remember. Was it when we were filming? It wasn't, was it?
Yeah, no,
was it?
When he had the yellow belly.
Oh yeah, when he had the yellow belly fish, which was like all diseased, we didn't film it, and his reel snapped. So he's using this one that his dad used for sea fishing.
Yeah, no.
And he had a fish on as well. And we had to bring it in like fly fishing. It was pretty hanging. If this is tiny now.
I don't think it's that bad. It's better than being on D&V.
It is. Would you have been D&V? Yeah, James quit D&V so he could fish more. I say good on him. I'll net it for you if you want. I can do 2 things at once because I'm amazing. Yeah, it is. It's that same fish. Jeez. Repeat captures day. Alright. Come on, let's see if we can get it in the net faster this time. There he is.
I don't mind that fish anyway.
Well, you guys haven't seen it, so...
Right, well the triple S is paying off. Been one of the best sessions. And then we've had this one at 12 something. Forgot, but it's proper doing the business. It's just pooed out some triple S. We have to change mats and back to this one. We put out about 50 bait, something like this. And then I can't even keep both rods in the water, it keeps going. It's just like, first day out, it's just been absolutely amazing. Like, both having like excellent sessions. Hopefully we'll be able to have some on the George on the
so
pop-up. We'll pop her back, do some pictures, and hopefully the doubles will keep coming.
It is.
And when we were like in winter.
She goes.
Triple S.
Yeah. Another one on Triple S. And one of the hardened hook baits in the glug again. On the fluorocarbon rig with a stick on it. So getting back, see if we can get some more.
About 15 baits spread around this one. We're having a good session, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. And get it back.
So I'll just show you the other side. Probably dark.
It's got a parrot mouth, it's not the same fish. It's definitely not the same fish, it's different scales. Yeah. Cracking fish.
Oh, welcome.
Parrot mouth.
Yeah.
Get it back.
Hold it tight.
Got another
He's
comment.
the resident common.
He doesn't look.
Have I had that?
Oh, net's gone. James, getting the water again now. It's just see the silver bit?
Do you know last time I seen legs like that, they had gravy on?
Where are they?
It's just down there in front of you. You can net it like that if you want. Is it cold? Got it. That was pretty awesome. Awesome skills. Yeah, scrape a double common from the margins.
It's on the pop-up, wasn't it?
On a Triple S pop-up cut down so it just sinks on a KD. A little tiny, sort of 2-inch hook link, maybe a bit longer. But cracking fish. Got a swirly tail like that other common. Right, I'll have a picture or something and get it back. Going back to his tree now.
Yeah.
Right, we've finished with probably one of the smallest fish in the lake again. But we've actually smashed them up, haven't we, Andy?
Yeah.
I think Andy's had about 10 and this might be like my 7th or something like that. We've had a couple of doubles and some like maybe just under doubles, so it's been great for the first day. We've caught on everything that we've had really, like the hard hookers, the dumbbells, like glugged and everything, so it's all worked. And it's goodbye from me and Andy at Tackle Tarts.